In a small town nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young woman named Clara. She was known for her infectious laughter and her adventurous spirit. But lately, she had been feeling a bit out of sorts. Clara had always been active, but after a long winter spent huddled indoors, she found herself longing for the confidence that came with feeling good in her own skin. The arrival of spring, with its blooming flowers and warming sun, ignited a spark in her to make a change. She didn't want to spend her days in a gym. She craved freedom, fresh air, and the thrill of outdoor workouts. One sunny morning, while sipping her coffee on the porch, Clara stumbled upon a fitness blog that promised effective leg-slimming workouts that could be done without a gym. Intrigued, she read through the articles, absorbing tips and techniques that seemed both simple and effective. The idea of achieving slim thighs quickly, without the confines of a gym, felt like a challenge she was ready to embrace. With a determined heart, Clara decided to embark on this journey. She began her mornings with a warm-up routine that consisted of dynamic stretches. Standing tall, she would swing her legs back and forth, feeling the gentle pull of her muscles waking up. Each movement was a reminder that her body was capable of change, and she could feel the energy surging through her. After warming up, Clara moved on to her first workout, squats. She had always been familiar with the traditional squat, but she learned to mix it up with variations. Sumo squats, jump squats, and single leg squats became her new best friends. She would set a timer for 20 minutes, alternating between different types of squats, feeling the burn in her thighs and glutes. The sweat dripped down her forehead, but with each drop, she felt lighter, more empowered. As the days turned into weeks, Clara added lunges to her routine. She loved the way lunges challenged her balance and coordination. She would step forward into a lunge, her back knee hovering just above the ground, and then push back to her starting position. To keep things interesting, she experimented with side lunges and reverse lunges, feeling the stretch in her inner thighs each time. Clara often found herself in her favorite park, surrounded by towering trees and vibrant flowers, her laughter echoing through the air as she lunged her way to slimmer thighs. The fresh air invigorated her, and she felt a connection to nature that fueled her workouts. Determined to keep her routine fresh, Clara incorporated a series of leg lifts. Lying on her side, she would lift her top leg towards the sky, feeling the muscles in her outer thighs engage. She would hold each lift for a few seconds before lowering it back down, and then switch sides. The simplicity of the exercise was deceiving. Clara discovered that even a few sets of leg lifts could leave her feeling pleasantly sore the next day. It was a reminder that she was making progress, inch by inch. As Clara continued her journey, she found that consistency was key. She began to set small goals for herself. Instead of focusing solely on the end result, she celebrated each milestone along the way. Whether it was completing a certain number of squats or feeling lighter on her feet during her runs, each achievement fueled her motivation. Clara also turned to the power of community. She reached out to friends who shared her fitness goals, and together they would meet at the park for group workouts. They would laugh and cheer each other on, creating a bond that made the journey even more enjoyable. The support of her friends transformed what could have been a solitary endeavor into a shared experience filled with camaraderie and encouragement. One day, as Clara was finishing up her workout, she noticed a group of children playing nearby. They were running, jumping, and laughing with carefree abandon. Inspired by their energy, Clara decided to add a playful element to her workouts. She began to incorporate high knees and butt kicks into her routine, mimicking the movements of the children. The joy of movement reignited her passion for fitness, reminding her that working out didn't have to be a chore. It could be fun. As the weeks passed, Clara began to notice changes in her body. Her thighs felt stronger, and her clothes fit differently. She reveled in the feeling of confidence that came with her hard work. With each passing day, she felt lighter, both physically and emotionally. The workouts had not only slimmed her thighs, but had also lifted her spirits. She found herself smiling more, embracing life with a newfound zest. One evening, after a particularly invigorating workout, Clara decided to take a moment to reflect. She sat on the porch, watching the sun set behind the hills, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. It was a moment of gratitude. She realized that the journey to achieving slim thighs was not just about the physical transformation. It was about embracing a lifestyle that prioritized her well-being. The workouts had become a source of joy, a way to connect with herself and the world around her. Clara's journey didn't stop there. She continued to explore new workouts, incorporating elements of yoga and Pilates to improve her flexibility and core strength. She discovered the beauty of nature walks, where she could enjoy the scenery while giving her legs a workout. The hills of her town became her personal gym, and she relished the challenge of climbing them. Each step was a testament to her dedication and resilience. As summer approached, Clara found herself brimming with confidence. She no longer dreaded putting on shorts or skirts. Instead, she embraced the opportunity to show off her hard work. The slim thighs she had achieved were a symbol of her commitment to her health and happiness. She had transformed not just her body, but her mindset, learning to appreciate the journey rather than fixating solely on the destination. In her heart, Clara knew that the path to fitness was ongoing. She had discovered that achieving slim thighs quickly was possible, but it was the habits she had formed that would sustain her in the long run. The workouts had become a part of her daily routine, a celebration of movement and vitality. With each passing day, she continued to challenge herself, explore new workouts, and savor the joy of an active lifestyle. Clara's story became an inspiration to others in her community, and soon she found herself sharing her journey with friends and neighbors. She started hosting outdoor workout sessions, inviting anyone who wanted to join her in the park. As she led the group through squats, lunges, and playful games, Clara realized that the journey to achieving slim thighs was not just about personal transformation. It was about uplifting others and fostering a sense of community. Together, they laughed, sweated, and celebrated the beauty of movement, proving that fitness could be a joyful adventure shared among friends.